I was raised with the belief that when something breaks, you fix it, especially when it comes to marriage. I wasn't flawless, but I poured every ounce of myself into my wife, Molina. 13 years together. We built routines, shared dreams, and made promises I thought would last a lifetime. I truly believe we grow old side by side, holding on through every storm. But that illusion shattered on a day that seemed painfully ordinary. The cracks began subtly. Her work hours stretched longer. Excuses became frequent. Her phone was always flipped over, buzzing in silence. I'd catch her smiling at messages she never showed me, and the warmth in her kiss faded until it was little more than habit. I told myself it was stress, pressure from work, maybe. Whenever I gently asked, she brushed me off with a weary smile. "I'm just tired, babe." And I wanted to believe her, so I did. One night, she claimed a migraine and went to bed early. I stayed in the living room watching the game, then wandered into the study to send a late email. Her laptop sat open on the desk. Notifications blinked in the corner of the screen, one from someone named Eli. The preview alone froze me. "Last night was amazing. I can still smell you on my sheets." My chest tightened, hands shaking as I stared at the words. I couldn't breathe. The room seemed to tilt around me. When I finally clicked, the truth poured out in an endless scroll. Months of conversations, photos, videos, hotel meetups. Their private jokes, secret promises, intimate confessions. She had given him pieces of herself I thought belonged to me. It wasn't just cheating. It was a second life where I didn't exist. I closed the laptop quietly. I didn't wake her. I didn't yell. I sat in the dark until morning, hollow, my body trembling but my eyes too dry for tears. When she came down, I cooked her breakfast as always. Eggs, toast, black coffee. She kissed my cheek, smiling, and I smiled back, though something inside me had already gone cold. For 3 days, I carried the knowledge like a stone in my chest. I went to work, answered emails, nodded at coworkers, but the images never stopped. Her hands on someone else, their whispers, their sheets. Maybe I delayed because I wanted to be wrong. Maybe because I was preparing for the inevitable. On Saturday, she left the house, saying she had errands to run. I waited for the sound of her car to fade, then waited longer still. Finally, I pulled out our largest suitcase and began packing only my things. Shirts, pants, socks, passport, laptop, razor. I slipped my wedding band off and set it neatly on her pillow. The door creaked open behind me. I kept folding clothes. "What are you doing?" Her voice was sharp, but beneath it was something I hadn't heard from her in years. Fear. She stepped closer, eyes darting to the suitcase. "Answer me." I zipped the bag and turned to her, steady and cold. "I know." Her lips parted, a strangled sound escaping. I saw the messages. I said flatly, "All of it." She went pale and collapsed onto the bed. Her eyes searched the room like she could find a way out. "Wait, please, just listen. It wasn't what you think. I was confused. You've been so distant." "Stop." My voice cut through hers like glass. "Don't insult me more than you already have." Tears spilled down her cheeks. "You can't just leave. You're my husband. You should have thought about that before you crawled into his bed." She rose, trembling. "Please, we can fix this. I'll end it. I swear. I'll do anything." But her words were hollow, and the woman I had loved for 13 years was gone. She had died the moment she chose someone else. I lifted the suitcase and walked toward the door. Behind me, her voice cracked into a scream. "Don't you dare walk out on me like I'm nothing." I paused, hand on the handle. "You already made me nothing." Then I left. I didn't go to a friend's place. Didn't book a hotel. I just drove. Hours slipped by, the sunset fading in my rear-view mirror. I didn't know where I was heading. All I knew was one truth. I was free.